Do you not want to spend years and years studying? You just want to write a story? I can give you the best advice that you can use to write your next story. Hi, I'm Katrina, a writer, director, filmmaker, producer from Buena Park, California. Do it all, been working in the industry for 10 years. Started as an intern, worked my way up as production assistant, producer, production coordinator. Currently still work in the industry. We are on strike right now. I got my MFA in screenwriting, my BA in film production. So I've been studying writing for over a decade now. I've been writing professionally. I have some screenplay. I write films that you can check out. And I study writing all the time, so I feel like I can offer the best piece of advice and the one tool that you can use to make your stories 10 times better. The biggest piece of writing advice that I can offer you and the best tool that you can use to take your stories to the next level is to use iterations. What is an iteration? There's 2 books that I love and that explain iterations in detail, and that is Blueprint, my bestseller, and 3 Uses of a Knife by David Mamet. Basically, a quick summary of iterations. Let's say we'll do it in 3 acts. So in Act 1, a knife is revealed. A knife is the iteration. So when it's revealed, nothing happens with the knife. It's just revealed through a character, but it brings a sense of looming danger. It's a foreshadow. And then in Act 2, the knife somehow intertwines with action, dialogue, and a character hurts themselves or hurts somebody else with a knife, but nothing super death-defying yet. And that's when Act 3 will come in. It'll be taken to the next level. It'll be death-defying moment used by the knife, which is the iteration in the sense, and it'll kill somebody or themselves, and that'll bring a climactic result. So why do we use iterations? For some reason, psychologists study this. In storytelling, iterations bring a sense of meaning to the audience. When we see something over again in repetition, we relate to it and we're able to take it even further as a writer and use that relatability and use it in a different way. So if, for example, in the knife iteration, we use that, but we escalated in each act. First, it was just an object introduced by a character. Second act, it brought a little bit of danger, and then third act, death-defying danger. So bringing it up each level with your iteration will help bring an emotionally cathartic ending and have an emotional relatability to the audience. Obviously, you want to use multiple iterations in your stories and have them intertwine. That brings the best value and makes your stories dig deeper, and it makes your audience connect deeper by bringing meaning to your story. So, for example, knife was the first iteration. The second iteration example will be a male friend. And in Act 1, this male friend is introduced to be the friend of a wife. So the wife character. So the wife and male friend introduced in Act 1. Act 2, the wife and male friend, the audience discovers, or the husband character discovers, that the male friend is actually more than just a male friend. And this will obviously bring a foreshadow. Act 3, what happens? The knife is used to kill the male friend by the husband. So that will bring 2 iterations combined. This is obviously just a very cliche example, but to give you an example. So the knife iteration and the male friend iteration, they are used to combine, and it just helps bring other levels to your story. Not just one level, but multiple levels by using iterations. So for the best way for you to use iterations in your story is to look at your story, discover the themes, discover what you want to talk about, and make a list of iterations you want to use. So if we're telling maybe this wife and husband story and we know what the ending we like, then there's ways that we can use it. So there'll be the iteration of the knife, the iteration of this male friend, which is the third party to the relationship. And so that would be an iteration as well. The male friend doesn't play a huge role. He's not a huge character. He's literally just there to use as an iteration to bring meaning and to have things intertwine and make the conflict between the husband and the wife to help it escalate. So make a list of the iterations you'd like to use and write down 1, 2, and 3 next to them, and then Act 1, how it would be introduced, Act 2, how it would slightly escalate, and Act 3, how it would be climactic, point of no return with this iteration, and take it all the way to the next level on Act 3 with that iteration, and then go through all your iterations and write 1, 2, and 3 an intro, second level, and then third level, all the way final results of this iteration. And then after that, you can see how you can entwine them and see how they can relate to each other. You would discover it's easier than you think. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoy this and if this is useful. Tell me how you used it in your stories, whether visual or just written stories. I'd love to see how it was an asset to you. And if you like this, I'll make more videos. Thank you.